Hello everybody, welcome back to the world's greatest trainer tournament. We are back with some more battles. Blaine versus Blue and Bugsy versus Giovanni. Let me know in the comments down below who you think will come out on top in today's matchups. With that said, let's see who I'll be controlling first between Blaine and Blue. Okay, the person I'll be controlling today is going to be Blaine. Can Blaine achieve victory over Blue, who was once a champion? Or will Blaine fall? I'll go sort out the teams and I'll be right back. Okay, the teams are locked in. Can Blaine overcome Gary, who has many answers to his fire-type threats? Or will Blaine reign victorious? If either one loses, they are out of the tournament here, so Blue better hope he brings his A game, and so better Blaine. That said, who are they going to lead with? This should be an interesting choice. Let's see who is unleashed on the battlefield.
A hot battle involving the hopeful champs of tomorrow has just started.
Blaine leads off with Houndoom. What shenanigans can he pull today to hopefully claim him the victory against Blue's team? That is the question. Out comes the Blastoise right off the rip, which is bad news for Blaine.
They go into battle mode.
Blaine is going to have set up a sunny day,
Sunlight has turned harsh.
weakening the water type advantage that this Blastoise will have over them. However, that still does a solid chunk, and Blaine is not going to appreciate it.
It's a fierce battle.
Blaine unleashes a fierce solar beam. Will it be enough to bring down the Blastoise, or will Blastoise hold on and strike back with impunity? There goes an earthquake from the Blastoise, which Houndoom is unfortunately not going to appreciate and manages to hold on with a sliver of health. Leftovers is going to trigger on the Blastoise here, allowing Blastoise to potentially live unless Scooby-Doom here can get a crit for Blaine, giving him the victory over his Blastoise, and he does! He gets a critical hit, and Blue's Blastoise is down. His starter did not appreciate that. There comes out Arcanine. I would take advantage of the sun, perhaps.
One Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired.
However, Blaine is going to make a switch here.
Pokemon switch. Oh, it's
That brings out the Magmar. Hidden Power is unleashed,
the hit plant.
but it's not very effective, even though it critically struck against the Magmar, as Blaine's ace is on the field. How will it deal with this threat that is Arcanine? Arcanine goes for a Fire Blast. How much will it do under the sun that is now aiding them? Another crit from the Arcanine. Unfortunately, the Magmar holds on and goes for a Cross Chop and gets a critical hit right back. What is this battle, folks? Crits back and forth galore from both teams.
The battle conditions appear to be changing.
However, Arcanine is faster. If it lands this Fire Blast here, Magmar will go down. And Magmar unfortunately kicks the bucket, unable to withstand the pressure of the heat.
We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon. Oh, it's
That Blaine is going to switch to his Charizard. What can Charizard do in the face of this Arcanine? It goes for an Earthquake, which Arcanine is definitely not going to appreciate, but will it be enough to take it down? Unfortunately not. Arcanine holds on and goes for a Sunny Day, boosting the Fire-type moves. But is that a wasted move, as now Blaine gets to take care of his Arcanine, with nothing to stand in his way.
There's the shot. Right, that's a hit. There it is. Knockout. The next Pokemon needs to be prepared. Oh,
The next Pokemon is Rhydon, a fierce Pokemon indeed. Can Rhydon claim him a victory here? Charizard goes for Fire Blast, taking advantage of the sun to target the weaker special defense of the Rhydon, but Rhydon eats it and goes for a Rock Slide. Will it take care of the Charizard here? Will Charizard hold on? It does not! Charizard goes down in a single hit, allowing Blue to stay in this battle.
What will be the next Pokemon? What will be next? Oh, it's Arcanine!
There's good Arcanine from Blaine, hoping to take advantage of the sun against this Rhydon that is indeed a threat to his team.
Pokemon type.
And he goes for the Reflect to play it safe against this ground and rock type Pokemon, which is a threat to his fire types.
Physical attack.
Out comes the counter from the Rhydon, but it has nothing to counter back with, as no move was unleashed.
A hot battle is unfolding.
Arcanine goes for the Fire Blast here. Will it be enough to take care of the Rhydon, or will Rhydon live?
Didn't accomplish much.
Rhydon holds on. As again, Blue goes for counter, but there's no physical move to counter back at Arcanine with.
Sunlight has
As the sun fades away.
one Pokemon is still capable of going on. But the
Next
other
is a hidden
one-
power from the Arcanine,
There's the attack.
which Rhydon is not going to appreciate as it super effectively hits it for damage. Bringing down another answer to Blaine's Fire-type Pokemon.
Pokemon will join the battle now. Oh, it's Alakazam.
This goes out Alakazam, a fierce and powerful Psychic type. Will Arcanine be able to claim victory over this Psychic type threat? As it goes for a hidden power here. Which doesn't do any damage to the Arcanine. Not too sure why he would go for such a move over Psychic. A Fire Blast is going to be unleashed, dealing a solid chunk to this Alakazam.
The white-hot battle continues.
The Psychic Blast is unleashed, which should have been the move that Blue selected in the first place. And it does a solid chunk to the Arcanine and gets a special defense drop. If only they'd led with that choice to begin with. But Blaine did set up the sunny day, allowing Alakazam to get another attack in and potentially take it down.
They're both hanging tough.
Another Psychic from the Alakazam. Will it be enough for the special defense drop to take out Arcanine here? It will, as Arcanine goes down after a fierce battle against the Rhydon, claiming victory.
What Pokemon will appear next? Oh, it's Rapidash.
Next up is Rapidash. Will Rapidash be able to claim a victory for Blaine here and take down this threat of an Alakazam?
Flying from both competitors.
Out comes a powerful Psychic Blast. Will it be enough to take care of the Rapidash as it lands a critical hit and it barely holds on, going for a Horn Drill. And it hits the Alakazam, bringing it down. That was brutal indeed, announcer. That was definitely brutal indeed. Blue is down to 2 Pokemon versus Blaine's 3 Pokemon. Can they claim a victory here as they go into Pidgeot? Will Pidgeot be able to help turn this battle around for Blue as this Rapidash is on the field? Rapidash outspeeds and goes for another Horn Drill. Will it connect with this Rapidash? It does! Bringing down Rapidash in a single hit. Unfortunate for Blue as he is down to one last remaining Pokemon, which will be his Exeggutor. It's an uphill battle if it wants to claim victory in this battle, folks. Can it do it? Or will it go down?
The number of remaining Pokemon is 3 to 1.
Again, Blaine continues with the Horn Drill onslaught, which also hits the Exeggutor, bringing it down in a single hit, giving Blaine the victory over Blue. And with an upset, Blue is knocked out of this tournament. Blaine proving he is a master of Fire-type Pokemon, and he has the ability to get things done. His red-hot passion burning through, eliminating Blue. Next up will be the matchup between Bugsy versus Giovanni. Let me know in the comments down below who you think will win out of these two. And I'll go see who I'll be controlling next. Okay, let's see who I'll be controlling between Bugsy or Giovanni here. And it looks like I'll be controlling Bugsy for this battle. Can Bugsy overcome Giovanni's ground-type Pokemon? Will his Bugs reign supreme? Or will Giovanni manage to clutch a win here, allowing him to stay in the tournament? Unfortunately, if either side loses, each one will be eliminated, so they must bring their A game. I'll go select the teams and I'll be right back. Okay, the teams are locked in. Can Bugsy overcome Giovanni's ground-type Pokemon? Or will Bugsy fall? Who will be eliminated? Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below who you voted for. Let's get this underway.
This free battle is about to get underway. A hot battle involving the hopeful champs of tomorrow has just started.
Bugsy leads off with Venomoth and Giovanni leads with... Nidoqueen. Bugsy instructs his Venomoth to go for the Sleep Powder, working at the Nidoqueen, putting him in an advantage here. Unfortunately, it does not. As Nidoqueen goes for the Flamethrower, which they will definitely not appreciate. That miss being quite a critical failure for Bugsy, but Venomoth eats it relatively well. And goes for another Sleep Powder once again against the Nidoqueen, putting it to sleep. However, Nidoqueen seems to be holding a Miracle Berry and manages to wake up from its stupor as it goes for another Flamethrower. Bugsy so far not dealing any damage to this threat and is in a bad position as he goes for Sleep Powder yet again, hoping to shut down this Flamethrower threat, but unfortunately it misses, allowing Giovanni to lead 6 versus 5.
Yes, it's a hit. Oh, it's collapsed. So, what will be the next Pokemon? They're ready to go. Oh,
Bugsy responds with his Heracross, which seeing how brutal this Pokemon can be.
white-hot battle continues.
And it goes for the Earthquake, which Nidoqueen will definitely not appreciate.
There it goes. That had to hurt.
It does a solid chunk and looks to be a 2-hit KO, but Flamethrower is going to be unleashed. And there's a solid chunk to the Heracross, but Heracross eats it relatively well.
Applying from both competitors.
Heracross goes for an Earthquake again. Will it be enough to bring down the Nidoqueen here? Will it live with a Sliver?
That struck home.
It is a KO, putting the battle 5 versus 5. How will Giovanni respond to what is on the field?
To be prepared. Oh, it's right.
Giovanni goes into Rhydon here, hoping to capitalize on its rock typing to give him the advantage. But Bugsy switches his Heracross back, knowing he may need it later for some other Pokemon that they have up their sleeve. And switches into Butterfree. Counter is unleashed from the Rhydon, but it does nothing as there is no move to counter back.
Pokemon switch affects the flow of battle.
As Butterfree goes for a Sleep Powder, hoping to put this Pokemon to sleep.
Uh-oh, it fell asleep.
That is not going to be appreciated by Rhydon, who is unable to do anything this turn.
How will this nap affect this battle?
But Giovanni switches.
The Pokemon switch. Oh, it's Kangaskhan.
Goes into his Kangaskhan here, hoping that Kangaskhan will be able to claim him a victory. As Giga Drain is unleashed from the Butterfree, but will it do anything to the big Kangaskhan? Not really. Unfortunate for Bugsy here.
What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
Bugsy makes another switch, choosing to save his Butterfree for later. And sends out his Sizzle. As Rock Slide is hurled from the Kangaskhan here. Does a good chunk, but it's not enough to bring it down.
With some leftovers. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare? This Pokemon is
Seems like there's going to be another switch from Giovanni. As he sends in his Nidoking. We've seen how dangerous this Pokemon can be on the battlefield plenty of times before.
It increased its attack power.
Swords Dance goes up, but will Bugsy want to stay in here and risk taking a serious damage amount from this Pokemon? Fortunately, it doesn't seem like he has many options here. What will he do? Nidoking is faster and goes for a 4x super effective flamethrower as Bugsy stays in. That's going to do a lot of damage. But Scizor holds on and goes for a Metal Claw. Can it connect? It does. The attack increase not being enough, however, to give Scizor a victory here. Fortunately, that's going to allow Nidoking to claim a victory over the Scizor here. Putting Giovanni in a good spot once again.
Going down. That KO will bring out a new Pokemon. This Pokemon
Out comes the Heracross once again. We already saw it deal with the Nidoqueen. Can it also thwart this threat of a Pokemon? It goes for an Earthquake. It's faster. Will it be enough to take out the Nidoking? Or will Nidoking hold on and go for another Flamethrower yet again? And it holds on barely and goes for a lovely kiss. Disconnects it. This could be devastating, and it does. Putting Heracross to sleep is going to be terrible for Bugsy here.
Both get ready to go.
Bugsy calls back his Heracross, knowing that it cannot deal with this Nidoking now, and goes into Beedrill. Will Beedrill be able to put up a fight against a Nidoking? Or will it go down to Flamethrower here? Flamethrower connects, doing a good amount of damage, but Beedrill manages to eat it relatively well. Unfortunately, Nidoking is faster and goes for an Earthquake. Will it take out the Beedrill here? It does not. It does, sorry. It does. And Beedrill goes down.
There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon for each side. This Pokemon is back for another go.
Bugsy goes back into Butterfree here. But Giovanni does have Thunderbolt on his Nidoking, and that's really going to hurt, as it is faster. Butterfree's taking a decent amount of damage and goes for a Psychic Blast here, bringing down the Nidoking once and for all.
The next Pokemon needs to be prepared. The Pokemon appears.
Out comes the Kangaskhan once again. And now Bugsy is limited on his switches as he is down to only 3 Pokemon. Kangaskhan goes for Body Slam. It does not paralyze, but it does leave the Butterfree low as it is faster. And Butterfree responds to a Hidden Power Bug, doing no damage to this Kangaskhan, who manages to hang in there and continues to be an intimidating presence on the battlefield. As another Body Slam will connect with Bugsy's Butterfree, bringing it down with a critical hit, even though it wasn't necessary.
There's a big difference in the number of Pokemon remaining on each side. Oh, it's Pinsir!
Bugsy switches into Pinsir here. Can Pinsir somehow turn this battle around?
Battle continues.
That is the question. A Rock Slide is unleashed from the Kangaskhan. Will it connect? It does. Pinsir's not going to appreciate that. Pinsir's going to respond with a submission. It super effectively hits the Kangaskhan, but also hurts the Pinsir in return. Another Rock Slide from the Kangaskhan. Will it connect? It does. Unfortunately, Pinsir barely holds on for Giovanni. and goes for another submission, bringing down the Kangaskhan once and for all, but leaving his pincer on its last legs, as it is barely able to maintain a standing posture.
What Pokemon will appear next? Oh, it's Persian.
This comes out Persian.
Opponent is weak. What an
Will
opportunity.
Persian be able to claim a victory here?
HP difference between the two combatants.
It is definitely faster and goes for a slash, which Pinsir is not going to appreciate. And Pinsir finally goes down.
Knockout. There's only one
Bugsy is
Pokemon
down
left
to his last
unlocked.
Pokemon, which is unfortunately asleep,
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball.
leaving it to the fate of Giovanni's Pokemon to be able to deal 3 damage.
One Pokemon against 3. It's best
It tries to wake up, but is unable to. Thanks to the Quick Claw, it did go first, but Persian's going to attack with a slash here. And it's a critical hit, a stab normal type move. Pinsir's not going to... It's not going to appreciate that.
Now one more.
And another slash brings down Heracross, unfortunately eliminating Bugsy from today's tournament. Giovanni managing to maintain his presence within the tournament and continue on to the next round. That concludes today's battles. Let me know in the comments down below whether your team won or whether they lost. With that said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much guys for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.
Yeah, they call me the Blood Boss, the Mad Boss, the Savage with the Gyarados. As I will make you blast off harder than your last loss. Teach you a lesson like you won't bunch of lap dogs. It was fast, huh? You're mad, huh? Want me to slow it down or would you prefer it fast?